What's up, everybody? I'm DRUID Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back, and today we are back in Path of Exile 2. And the new Druid build is out, the class is out, and I'm checking it out, and I'm actually liking it a lot. So it's interesting. Going into it, I thought I was going to start off by playing the Wyvern, because I like dragons, etc. But I found myself really enjoying the wolf character a lot, because I just feel like I like the attack speed, I like cold damage. For some reason, I crown myself as Sub-Zero in Path of Exile. I always like doing cold builds because of the fact that it slows the enemies down, it does cool damage, and it does look cool as hell when you do it. This wolf is actually really cool because not only am I strong and fast and freezing everything, I also have minions as well, which you can see my little wolf. So it kind of all pairs together, just makes the character just absolutely nukes. And for the first time ever, I'm actually using the base skill that comes with the character, because it's called Shred, and it just does such good damage. We have a skill on it that makes it hit even faster. I'm also trying out a new spirit that's introduced with this character called Fury, which I have in my L1. I'll show you what it looks like right now. What happens is I go into a frenzy state, my health goes down, but what happens is I attack faster and I do more damage as well. So I'll show that really quick. So I hit it, as you can see, my attack's faster, which works really good with Shred. Man. And I kind of like that Shred skill because it also feels like Ice Strike from the monk, because it teleports to whatever enemy you're on at the moment.
I'm not ready yet.
The one things I would say earlier on is mana is going to be a thing. There's a couple of nodes right next to me I can get to increase my mana regeneration. I feel like those are important. I find myself in a situation where I don't have mana. So those are some of the early shortcomings I've seen so far. But we're still like super early in. So you might be asking, how come I decided not to play as the Wyvern? And I feel like the gameplay is not as fun looking at it. Sure, yes. Is it really good at fighting against bosses? Yes, it could be. But I felt like with the wolf, not only did I get really good AoE clear skills, I also got really good boss single target damage as well by utilizing Shred. I hit this mode and boom. We're doing some really good damage. And it looks like stun's really important there. Bam, look at that, easy. So enough talking, let me go ahead and show you the build. All right, so starting off, this is the weapon. I just added these two rooms to it, which gives me added fire and added lightning to it. So this thing actually snaps for early base weapon. I don't really necessarily use any staff skills. This is here. At first, I was trying to figure out like, where does my damage come from? My damage comes from this. This is where my transformation damage comes from. Allows you to use your different forms as well. If you want to change what your standard attack needs, which standard attack you're using, you have to press it here. So I press triangle. So now my basic attack is with a Wyvern form. I go in here. I can switch it to all the different ones available to us. So now I'm going to go back and switch it to the wolf form because I like that form a lot. Armor, I feel like based on the skill sets that we have available to us, that we want to focus on armor and energy shield. Because if you go into our stat tree here, you notice that we get a lot of armor, energy shield, and I got this one right here, which I'll show my skill tree later. But I just felt earlier on. Comment below, because I'm still figuring out this side of the tree because I've only done monk. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best optimal things I should kind of like go for in my build. But I feel early on our armor and energy shields working out for me pretty well. Here's my chest piece. Nothing really crazy earlier on. I just found whatever I have and I can equip, I can put on here. But the only build things I would focus on is like upgrading your weapon as you can. And if you find one with slots, put some elemental stuff in there as well, because I'll show you another thing I got that gives me even more damage based on my element. We go in here, we have our gloves. None of these stuff matters, just whatever you have is good. Just focus on armor and evasion here. And that's pretty much it for our first set. When we go to our skills, I like Shred. I don't have enough dex yet to put rapid strike in here. So I have the other skill that gives me my final form twice, because the final form strike on this skill is really, really good. I don't use Volcano. Lunar Assault I use a lot. This is my main attacking skill. It does physical damage, cold damage. I have, and also to a freeze, has a lot of freeze buildup. I have Rapid Strikes, and I have Ice Bite on there. The Slam is my attack I use after I freeze the enemy. So on here I have Rapid Attack, so it's faster because it's kind of slow. And I have Magnified Effect, so the area is a little bigger as well. Pounce, we have Pounce on here. I don't have any other skill gems for it. This skill is really good because what it does is it also, if you marks the enemy, so if you kill the enemy, after you kill them, you gain a werewolf. And if you use the werewolf and I come down, I use this skill right here, I get buff and my werewolves get buff, and it freezes the enemies around me as well. So you kind of want to jump into the match here, get your wolves, hit this, your wolves get buffed, the enemies get freeze, build up even more, and just go ham with this. Then go ham with your Lunar Assault to freeze more and do more damage, keep them frozen. Or if you want to just make quick work of them, just go ahead and just knock out Shred. If you're looking at my DPS, you can see that my Shred attack has the highest DPS currently right now because it's really, really strong and it's really, really fast. That's why Rapid Strikes will make this thing just nuke even more. So if I don't want to necessarily use my mana, I can swap to this, and this is where my single target damage comes from, in addition to my other skills. Roll, I don't use this one. I use this one for a little bit, but now I'm like good. It freezes the enemies around, slows them down a little bit around you, but it's okay if you want to use it. This is the aura I'm using, Savage Fury. What it does is it increases by attacking enemies, I build a gauge. Gives me 20 maximum fury. I gain 1 fury per hit. It gives me Onslaught. If you don't know what Onslaught does, I'll show you. Grants 20% attack speed and movement speed as well. And also too, I get more, which gives you essentially more damage as well. You hit it more faster. And you get 21% more damage buff. So I liked it. I like trying the new stuff that comes in the game. So I use that one. And my Arctic Howl, this is the one I was telling you about. Does damage, freeze builds up, knocks enemy back, gives me buffs. It's like, it's a whole set. It's a grants buff to me, to my allies, 3 to 5 added cold damage per attack. You know, it's good. I think overall it's good. So this is my skill tree I'm currently using. When it comes to my character, none of the stuff I've really cared about yet. I know resistances, all that stuff matter, but early game it doesn't really matter too much. Here, where it really goes down, my skill tree. I came here and I was like, man, I like the armor. I kind of want to get some of these mana regenerations, but so far I went ahead and got this. I might respec and like come a different route and just get like maybe 2 of these and like save this 3. Might have been that now, but it's gonna be hard for me to get over there because I like this one because it gives me 15% increased armor, and it says 15% of armor also applies to elemental damage. What's elemental damage? My cold damage, my Lunar Strike. But still, because I most of the time hitting enemies with Lunar Strike, so I get additional cold damage. My 50% faster start of energy shield and gives me strength and intelligence. I feel this is a high value skill, but comment below in case you guys feel otherwise. And outside of that, I just went this route because I want the attack damage. Spell damage didn't really matter, but attack damage does. Went over here, got this one, increased 10 damage by 10%, gained damage from a random element. Went over here, damage, but I wanted these skills. I like the 3% increased attack speed while shapeshift. That's why I hit even faster. Primal Spirit is good, 10% increased crit chance when shapeshift, and 8% increased attack speed. What I mean, skill speed while shapeshift, same thing here. And this one's really good. And I'm gonna get this one next. Harbinger of Disaster, 10% increased crit damage, 10% increased damage, and 10% increased area damage as well. So, a lot of good stuff earlier on. But this is a very quick look at my current build I'm currently rocking with my werewolf. I like it. I think it's fun. It feels cool. I like to feel cool when I'm playing. I didn't really feel that cool playing some of the other classes. That's why I feel like going forward is going to be a combination of my bear form and my wolf form. I think I went over everything. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you guys subscribe. Till next time, to your camera, signing out.